Hi, good evening. Welcome to week 2. Can you still hear me, Jesse? Jesse, did I lose you?
I'm here.
Oh, cool. Okay, just making sure. Okay, as I was telling Jesse a minute ago, I do apologize about having to push class back 30 minutes. All the internet in our area is down. I went to my backup, they're down as well. And so I even linked into my phone, and it was down for a while. It suddenly popped up about 15 minutes ago on my phone. So that's what I'm using is the tethering through my phone internet. So if I break up a little, please let me know. But it seems to be working pretty good. This is my third backup. So I do apologize about that. At least we have a backup and can do it. All right, that being,
I said,
Then that being said, week 2, the programs required for this class are Adobe CC 2018. If you do not have it, please check the message in the announcements. That being said, I hope everybody had a happy 4th. How was yours?
it was all right.
I got to play with things that went pop, so it was not bad. All right, that being said, we discussed that we're going to be doing a form tonight. Also, I want to talk about adding a third party extension. So let's go to the assessment. Okay. Let's see. This is the breakpoints for viewing them. So we're going to make it responsive with the breakpoints. The mobile menu library file that we're going to have to import. So we will download that. Open it. Come on. Okay, now I double clicked. Do you know how to import an extension?
I do not.
All you have to do is double click it.
Okay.
All right, imported one library in. You can view it in design mode in the library panel. Why is it still going? How many times did I click it? Okay, so now I'm going to open it. Well, let's go back here to last week's. I did some modifying. And for Tuesday nights, this is the one we were using. Document contains a link to an asset being upsampled. You should resize it smaller or right mouse click on the asset in the assets panel to see additional options. That goes back to a picture that we were using, okay? So now we go up here, our assets. The page image. We right click. Now, edit image properties. Now this is what we're talking about when we say, let's go back over here. We're adding the information for SEO. All images must have alt tags for SEO. All right, so we go back. Now we right click on that image. We relink it. Did I move that one over to there? Yes, to right there. Okay. Now notice it's still got a question mark to it. So now we're going to go to asset, embed link, edit original, reveal in finder, copy full path. Okay, so it says it's too large, that we've made it too large. What do you think we have to do to fix this?
What's going on?
Okay, let's close this. We're going to save it. All right, now we close it. Now we're going to open it again.
Uh-huh.
We get a warning.
Right.
This document contains a link to an asset being upsampled.
Oh, it's the Fire Panda thing?
Mm-hmm. Says you should resize it smaller or right mouse click on the asset in the assets panel to see additional options. All right, so if I make it smaller, basically that will take it back to the original size it was. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it, and now we're going to place it as is and watch what happens. So we put it right here. All right, now we save all. So we're going to close that and close this. Yes. All right, so now we're going to reopen it and watch. See how that took care of that issue?
Mm-hmm.
What happened was I'd made it larger. Now,
Okay.
the other thing,
I said okay.
Okay, now the other thing we need to talk about is the SEOs. So now
Right.
all we have to do is edit image properties. To do that, you right click on the graphic in the assets panel. Edit image properties. Okay, tooltip. All this is, have you ever moused over a graphic and you see the text?
Right, yeah.
Loki's Fire Performance logo. And you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and put that there as well. All right, now that solves that problem. The next thing we need to do is we need to make sure each page has the same. Now, we look here, page properties, size, the metadata, the description. All right, so HTML for the head. So how do you do the header in HTML? Have you had a Dreamweaver?
I have, but it's been some time. I don't remember how.
All right, so we're going to cheat here. We're going to cancel this. We're going to close this for a minute. Save everything. There we go. Lower that. Now I'm going to show you a cheating way to do this. All right, now I'm going to go to Loki's Fire Performance. I haven't got it posted anywhere. All right, and notice I don't have it here, so I have to actually create the page, right? So
Right.
sites. We're going to, a new site, LFP. And we're going to go to here, there, choose. All right, advanced settings. And we're going to create a graphic, an image folder. Images. In fact, that needs to be lowercase. There we go. All right, so we choose this, and now we save it. Now you'll notice that there's no pages here, right?
Right.
We have no pages. So how do I get a page?
You have to create the site first.
Now I could create it, or what I want to do is just get the coding I need. All right. So
Okay.
Dreamweaver, we're going to go File, New, HTML, document title. Well, in fact, we're going to do this. Home page. LFP homepage. Okay. So I'm showing you a roundabout way to get this. All right. See how I did this right here. That's the coding right there.
Okay.
So we're going to go back over to here. I copied that. So we go back over here. Now let's open it. Right click, page properties, options. Yeah, metadata. There's our home page. Keywords. Fire performance. Poi. Fire. Thing. Fire. And you come up with things that are going to be tagged for it, okay? That's what this is. Let's see, fire performance, poi, fire breathing, fire spinning, fire eating. All right. Well, that there, Loki's fire performance, Boise entertainment company of Boise, Idaho. Is a fire performing company out of Boise, Idaho. All right, now, everything we talked about. Go back over here. So that's it. That's all I needed from there. Now, this metadata that it talks about, I added that up here as well. This whole thing will be the metadata, okay?
Okay.
So we say okay. And we'll have to do that for each page. So come to here, page properties. Notice. And V. This is gallery. We can take that off. Keywords. Page properties. Command C. Page properties. The description of the page. Page properties, and see how I'm doing this for each one. That's how you have to do it. All right?
Okay.
But there's an easier way. If you do it and then go to Dreamweaver. So I just wanted to show you if you run into those questions, not knowing what to put. So now what we're going to do, File, and we're going to go to export as HTML, example.com. It's going to be Loki's Fire Performance.com. But I'm taking it straight to this location. Okay.
Okay.
Choose and okay. All right. And there we go. But notice home, gallery. Okay. But if we look at this now, we go over to Dreamweaver and look what happened. That's everything right there. So we're going to bring up the index. That's our home page, right?
Right.
All right. Look at all that metadata up there. Metadata, description, Loki's fire performance. Keywords right there. This is where it's coming from, the generator content. And come down here. It's generating all the text. Homepage. All right, see how it did that? And look, right here, the title, LFP. But here it says title home. So it's kind of duplicating itself here when you'll notice that, okay?
Yeah.
So what we want is we want to copy that, delete it. And it's going to go right here. Now you're seeing it's one of the issues also, the bulk. That's why there's bulk coding. And now watch when I run that. Save. We're going to call it home for right now. And look, there it is, LFP homepage. But it's not coming up because there's other coding. So this is the issue when you cross code like that, okay?
Okay.
But as you can see, this is how you create all this coding. But when you open in Dreamweaver, it will try to recreate all the coding.
Right.
So that's something to be aware of. I wanted to show you guys that. All right, so now that we've gone over that, now we're going to go over using that new thing that we put in there. All right, so libraries, widget libraries. We have buttons, menus. Now, notice how it's not here, right? So we go to the publish mode. And this is what it looks like, published. Look. See how that automatically did that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we want to go to, okay, preview. Notice the preview, and if I shrink in, nothing happens. It didn't click in. So we're going to go back to regular, to the plan, close this, and we're going to open this. Now that this is open, let's go over here and double click that. Now, if this doesn't work, that means it's not ready for this version of Muse. Right. It went through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do I have to go? Let's look at the design view. Okay, there's no design view here. Widget libraries. There isn't one there. Menus, it didn't go to there, and it's a menu item. The preview, the publish. Now we go smaller and see what happens. Nope, still nothing. This here should be converting when we do that. So we're starting to see that there's probably a little issue with this one. So let's look at the drop down. Okay, the design. It's not showing up. The plan. Okay, let's go to design. See if it went to my libraries here. Nope. So in other words, it's not compatible with this version. So what's that mean to you guys? Any ideas?
Nope.
That means you're not going to have to use it. But based on that, now that we can see this, and yes, I knew it didn't work to begin with. I wanted to show you guys what happens when they don't work. But now what we have to do, we need to go to here. All right, so download the mobile menu library file and import it into Muse. Hide the interactive, drag the mobile menu file to the master. Well, where'd the mobile menu file go? It says it imported it. So what we're going to try to do is go to the master. Drag it over. Nothing. It didn't do anything. So does that mean it doesn't work? Yes. That mobile menu will not work. And this is where the fun comes in, because as we know, there's been some changes since that came out, right? So how do we get past it? How do we work through that one?
Well, does it have to be a mobile menu?
Well, we're going to do this, all right? When we do go back here to last week, remember last week it talked about, whoops, assignment. Come on. Here's the text, the university logo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Muse widget site. So we go to there. Now, remember, they're not releasing new stuff for Muse, right?
Right.
So that might be our issue. But what we're going to do, mobile menu. And look, but some of them cost. Do we want to make you download something that costs?
No.
Exactly. So what we're going to do now, we come back to the widgets. $8.90. This one's free. But will it work? Let's take a look. Because if I preview the widget, this is what it does. How to create a mobile drop-down menu.
Hello and welcome to musepen.com. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn on how to create mobile drop-down menus for your mobile and tablet pages. Although you can use this widget for your desktop pages also, but we have designed it this menu keeping phone and tablets in.
Okay, notice it's 13 minutes long. That's going to walk you through how to do it. Now we want to just download. Add to cart, start. Come on. Oh, that was free forms. I'm not after the forms. What happened there? Okay, add to cart. It's in the cart. Proceed to checkout. There we go. Now it's working. In stock 0. Proceed to checkout. And you're going to have to create an email account with them. I may have one. I don't know.
This is the point where I would try to find another way.
Yep.
I'm pretty
Well,
picky about giving out my information to too many people like this.
I get that. And now you're starting to see the problems. So, what is there? What can we do?
I think we're pretty limited by the fact that this is not being supported anymore.
We are.
So I would just try to create my own and make it look the best I could.
Okay. Well, now free Adobe Muse widgets. Let's go to here. All right. Here's all the ones that are in here, free widgets. You can even add a gradient. Float, anchor. So how would I go about looking for a specific one?
Is there a search?
Not on this page.
Control F.
You can do the Control F.
Or sorry, Command F on a Mac.
Yep. Mobile. There's one. Okay, there we go. Download for free. Download for free. No. So you have to be careful while doing this. Oh, look what it says.
Yep. You got to sign up for a newsletter and stuff.
You do. Well, you don't have to do that. Some of them, yes, some no. In fact, Michael.Brooks at Indy. And download. So they sent it to my email. Let's see if it came in. Okay, I'm going to stop for a minute because there's emails from a lot of people in there. It hasn't come in yet. And this is the other issue. It could take forever for those to come in. Okay? So that's another issue we start to run into, right? So now I want free Adobe Muse what? Mobile directory widgets. Mobile menus. Free. Let's get that widget. Uh-oh, guess what? See, a lot of people are taking these down. So how do you...
Everybody's jumping ship.
Huh?
Everybody's jumping ship.
Uh-huh. See, big time. You can't even continue on that page. So how do you propose getting it?
Either give your email to some potentially unscrupulous company or make your own.
So, since this is a 101 class for this program, I'm not requiring that one. But look, it wasn't showing up to before, was it?
Mm-mm.
Assets, now it is. See, and it's not even letting me use it. So, then what does that mean?
Means we're out of luck.
We're out of luck, yes. So, I'm not requiring the mobile version. I'm not requiring the other version. Oh, look what just came in. So let's take a look at that really quick. Well, let me stop this for a minute. Bring up my email. Download the product. All right, here's where it takes me. So I download the product. And look, I have 4 downloads left of that. The device pack. And look, I click it, importing library, converting to current Muse version. Now we're going to test this and see if it actually worked. Okay, now it's stuck at one point. About halfway there. This one might actually work. It's actually converting. Notice the other one didn't convert, right? So what do you think so far?
I'm cautiously optimistic, I guess.
Oh, look. Now they're all in the library. When I imported that one, it put the others in there too. So, the Muse Pen, mobile. See, all those are the same. So I can delete those because for some reason it brought them all in more than once. Okay, so there's that. The device pack, laptop, phone, tablet. Scrolling text. Now, what the scrolling text does is I will type here. I put my text in the boxes. This is another one I downloaded, by the way. Okay. You don't see anything, do you?
Nope.
Okay. What did I do wrong? Let's take a look.
Is the text the same color as the background?
So right now we're going to do this. Should be able to see it there, right?
Should be.
So
Preview.
we're going to go to preview. Nada. It's there.
Could be another one of those things that's not supported anymore.
Uh-huh. So we're going to close that. Bring this back up. But now you know how to add hidden text, don't you? So go to there. We're going to choose a color just here. Now that's the background. See how that worked? But watch what happens when I run this. We're going to go over here, solid border. We're going to shrink that down. Okay. Now we're going to go out of here. And yes, it's in every one of them. But watch. Yeah, I can't do anything here because it's on my what? It's on my master, right? So let's go to the gallery. See how that has a scroll now?
Mm-hmm.
That's how that one does. So it kind of works with it. And we're going to just delete it out of there. All right, so you saw how I put that in there.
Yes.
Now, is that assets? No. Library. There we go. So we're going to drag this on over.
I need a short break. I'll be right back.
All right. We're going to grab this and drag it on over. So here's my mobile menu. But it still does not adjust up here. All right. So we're going to take it out. Notice it all said the same thing. Whoops. We're going to shrink it down to there. And we're going to put it right here. Just temporarily. Okay. Now we're going to close everything. And we're going to run it. Notice nothing happens. Now what we're going to do though is we're going to preview site and browser. Okay, mobile menu. There we go. Welcome back, Jesse. That or I was lost. Let me make sure that I didn't lose sound. One of us got booted, so I'm going to double check the sound to make sure I didn't lose it. All right, so now that I made sure we have our sound back, we're coming back into here. Now look, watch this. Now I click that mobile menu. And it gives me the choice where to go. I'm on my gallery. It's the same thing. Contact. See, so it's set up exactly what we had here. So there it is when we come up, okay? That's how you could do one of this. Do the menu. All right, there's one way to do it. So you can make one, but as you're seeing, it did not allow us to set the page up. So let's go back to here, and we're going to look at those assets again, the library. All right, so use mobile download. That's the other one. Actually, that is the same one. So we delete it. And let's try this. See, at the wider version, it's supposed to give us that, but it doesn't. So as you can see, it's only partially working. All right, so assets, library. There we go. That was that one. Now let's drop this one down. Watch this. I put in the laptop version. And it actually puts the laptop there. Right? Now I click on it and nothing happens. So that one did not convert at all over to this version. It partially imported it, but didn't even make it editable. All right. So, as you can see, that one's not going to work either. Nothing came across with that version. Editing it or anything.
So none of it worked?
That one doesn't. No. Now watch what happens if I save and export it. So we're going to preview site in browser. See, that gives me my screen. It gave me a picture. It did not give the editable stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that one did not come across at all. So we're going to get rid of it. Well, let's bring this one across just to see. Same issue. It's just a picture. See, all it is a picture. It didn't bring across anything. So we're going to throw that one out. Okay, so the mobile menu worked, but none of the other things did, right? And this one just gives us that mobile menu. So let's go back and try one more time. See what else we can find. Okay, so free Muse. Okay, so we tried mobile and it just brings up a mobile one. So what is it called where it's interactive, where you could shrink your screen? Do you know?
Responsive.
Responsive. Responsive directory. Helps if I spell correctly. All right. And look at this. There are some out there. But, again, okay, Muse widgets. All right. Well, animated entries for entry into it. Fluid infinity. So there's all sorts of them. And the reason I'm also showing you this is because I want you guys to play with these third-party ones, some of them, okay? Find some you like. All right, so let's go up here. Directory. See what it shows me. I accept. Search. It's empty. Menu. There we go, responsive menu. It's free, horizontal. Mighty menu, responsive. So let's try this one. It's free. So I'm showing you some options here that you have, some of the different ones, okay? And let's download it. Get the pass. Oh, what do we have to do to get the pass on this one? Ha 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 ha. Not. Okay, the pass, once you buy the pass, the widgets are free. Think about that one. How's that for a marketing ploy?
Not bad for something that's going to be obsolete in a couple of years.
Uh-huh. All right, the smart menu, the mighty horizontal menu. But this is all the same site. So we definitely don't want to go with them anymore, do we? All right, so let's take another look down here. Error responsive push menu. See what this one is. Oh, it's Pinterest, so it's just pictures. Okay, Muse free. Okay, free responsive websites without coding.
Isn't that what Muse does anyway?
It is, kinda. Let's look at the free widgets. Come on. We have navigation. We have a GUI hover button, menu concept, vanilla menu, marker line. So there's all sorts of menus. Circle. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to grab this one. And look, another sign in. And look at that. It's giving you places you can host as long as you pay. Download the PDF. PDF. How to use the widget. Four items for free. Okay, now we're going to do this again. Now, like I said, remember, it's 4 items for free. So how many pages did I have on here? So that's it right there. We bring it over. Now, watch what we get. We're going to delete that one. Whoops, I deleted them both. So now we put this one back to here. All right, so we click on it. Our download, the menu settings. Okay. Text, background. Let's make the background kind of a red. And see, you can't even take that and choose it. What you have to do is get the hex code, which our library is here, D23A34. So D23A34. All right, so there's that. That is set. Let's see, hamburger settings, menu items settings. This is it. This will give you your menu items and the link. So in other words, this, it's here, did not tie into those pages that are there. But let's take a look, see what it did do. Okay, let's go to the gallery. Isn't that kind of cool?
Wow.
So no matter where you are on the page, it's there. But you're only getting 4 of them for this one for free. And you can, but it left a block there.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then when I shrink the page, watch what happens. Same thing. And that, I kind of like that bubble effect.
That is really neat.
But to get more than the 4 pages, you'd have to purchase it for $12, up to 10 items.
Right.
It limits you. Okay, so let's see.
If we're being honest, I wasn't expecting it to work at all.
Yeah, I wasn't either. Let's look at this one, the vanilla. Okay, what the vanilla does. Up to 4 items again. Double click. Open. That's the second one I just downloaded. So we'll put it here. Delete. Logo setting. We're going to add the file of the logo, which is right there. Okay. Notice it's not here. Well, let's keep going and see what it does. The menu settings, button settings, menu items. Okay. Now, this would work for this page because I've only got 4 pages for this site, right?
Right.
So let's go preview site in browser. Here's what we do. All right. Now, we click on it. You can see it's putting my logo right there. So I'd have to make a smaller version of the logo. But there's one option on how to make it mobile friendly. Okay. Do you want to work with that? That's your guys' choice. But I'm not going to require the mobile because a lot of the mobile stuff is not working, as we've talked about, because, well, they're getting rid of the program. But that's okay. There's going to still be people that have it. And that's the good thing about this is you're learning to actually use this program. All right, now, so give me a type of plugin that you'd like to see on a web page.
I don't even know what types of plugins are available for web pages.
Oh. Well, okay. And all the web pages you work with, what are some of the things you wish they'd do?
God. I'm drawing a blank here. I don't even know.
Well, what I'm going to do. There's scroll reveal.
Oh, yeah, that's a neat one. I've been seeing that more and more lately.
That? Like that? Look what pops up on the sides. Isn't that kind of cool?
That is kind of cool.
So all your connections are right there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We've got that. We've got before and after image sliders. What's this one? Live preview. Watch what it does. This is pretty cool. So in other words, I'll take a picture. This is for like stuff where you're fixing a picture. Here's the before.
That's neat.
Here's the after.
Yeah.
That'd be for people that like photo repair. Full screen backgrounds. What did we discuss about backgrounds on screens?
Images for backgrounds distract from the content.
Mm-hmm. Now, you can still make it work. It depends on your site.
Mm-hmm.
Mock-ups. Ooh, there's even mock-ups for web developers. Mega menu. Look at that. How many pages are there? Every one of those is a page.
Mm-hmm.
An online shop. Back to top button. Let's see, free. There's even password ones. Now, whether or not they're free, that's another story on this. Members only. Password required. And see, this one you'd have to pay for, but these are options that are out there. And it gives you the passwords for you to get in. So you could even build those. Let's see. Let's look at some of the easy ones they have here. Slides, a slideshow. Color filters. This side's got some pretty cool ones. Let's go back to here. Move from use. Responsive friendly animation widget. Oh, so you basically create an animation. Icon megapack. So these are all different icons to go into it. Moving icons. Gradient. Float. Float brings your design elements to life by adding a subtle animation, floating objects up and down or left and right. Scroll speed adjuster, so you can adjust that. Tag nag. Grab viewers' attention back when they click away from your site by swapping to a new title. All right. Let's take a look at that one. That one doesn't have a sample. Okay, fade in on scroll. That's the one we showed earlier.
Yeah.
Lightning YouTube embedder. So in other words, you can embed YouTube movies.
That's cool.
Animator. This is an animated count up, so everything loads. Hover scale. Drop this code-based widget into your project to dynamically scale images on hover. What that would do, let's grab it if we can. Oh, I think this is the one that has to send it to me. Yep. Okay, but what that one would do, you scroll over it, the image pops out larger.
Right.
So there's all sorts of them out here. 15 widgets that take Adobe Muse to the next level. This is 2011, 2015 they talked about. So let's see. We have a date on this. Yes, 2014. Okay, so we come down. Preloader. Okay, we all know what preloaders are. While the screen loads, it gives us some type of animation. Navigation bars. Oh, look. Menus are pretty easy to make and use. However, they're bland right out the widget library. So they're gray with no real life. So this one adds all sorts of things. Prototypes. A fact box. Question 1, it pops out. Question 2, question 3. Oh, let's grab that one. Because what's that one like?
Looks like just general facts.
Okay, well.
Like you click on something and it pops up the content.
All right, let's go over here to the widget library. To our menus, we have the horizontal or vertical. It's not one of those. But let's look at our panels. That look familiar, kind of like that, or the tabbed ones?
Yeah.
So it's just a panel. Okay. Let's go back. Notice I went into the site more and it starts bringing all these up, so I have to go through it to find it. Circular navigation. Oh, that could be fun. Preview it. Click it to close it. Click it to open it. Buttons quantity. And everything. Now, the thing about this is it does not give you submenus. This one does not. There are others out there that you'll click it, it'd give you more submenus. Okay, so that's what circular navigation is. Create tables. Oh, a responsive contact form. Well, let's preview it. We're going to be building our contact form this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over that here soon. All right, so contact and send. It's the same thing that we've already got, right?
Yeah.
So let's go ahead now. Now you've seen all sorts of different ideas here. So when you guys find a widget, play with it. See if it works. All right, so now what I want to do is we're going to close the master. And we're going to go to our contacts form. All right, now I'm going to actually add the contact widget. Forms, simple contact. Click, drag, drop. And we're going to put it right here. The name. Well, let's see. Label, require form entry. Yes, it's required. So in other words, they can't go past this form and submit it if they don't put that on there. If they don't put their name in it. All right, so we want it to stick out. So let's go here. And we're going to grab that text. That looks pretty good. Yeah, this. Now, if we make it black, look what happens. But we still see the outlines, right? Well, let's take a look. Save site. Now, preview. Contact. See, we can still see those forms. All right, so that's good, right? Well, let's take a look. Required, all right. Now I can get to that, and I can change its colors as well. Now, that's too much colors already, isn't it? What do you think?
Sorry, what?
Did we get too many colors already there?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I do. And the reason,
Okay.
close your eyes for a second again, okay?
Right.
5 seconds at least. And open them. See how your name fight, your eyes fight between the two? The name and the inner name?
Yeah, I guess so.
So if we left it kind of a gray, the natural form, that works.
Okay. Yeah, that does work a little better.
Okay, now we click on this form, the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Let's click like that. All right, so contact. Oh, look, email to me. So it automatically puts your email in there. You can change the one you want. Now, after sending, you can go to any of the pages. You can link to a file. All sorts of things here. So stay on current page. And then I add this and look. Home phone number instead. Home address. Notice that when I take it out, it stays the same height.
That is kind of weird.
It is. But now all I have to do is come down here, click this, take it back up to there. Okay, now there's going to be a message here, but notice how it's hard to read. So what we're going to do is that one we're going to change to the red. All right, now we're going to go File, Save Site. And Previous Site in Browser. Contact. See how that actually is pretty clear and easy to read once we do that?
Is there a way to make the text box black while you're typing into it?
You know, we'll take a look at that message.
Okay.
Test. And it helps if I spell it right. And submit. Okay, now it's not on an FTP host, so it will not work. Okay?
Right.
And look, it tells you what happened. If it actually sent it and submitted it, it'd say sent. That's how easy adding a form is. All right, now let's go back to that form as you're asking. So we click here. All right, there's all that. Now, double click into it, right click. Now see, we could paste and create breakpoints. That's page-wise. Arrange, size, lock, clear, and language. So there is no real changing to that.
That's
now let's go to, huh?
I said that's unfortunate.
It is, but we go here and see it doesn't even do it here. Now I can add custom boxes. Now I go out of it, Command Z will take those away. Notice how the Command Z moved it back up. Okay? So now
Right.
Here, no color. Here, no color. So you can't really change that like you wish you could.
Right.
But now we click here. The button, we can even make the button black or orange or red. Submit. Now let's take that text to black. That's hard to read. There we go. Let's see how easy it is to make a form and send it to yourself. You can add any field you want. right here. You can even add a CAPTCHA. Everybody, you know what a CAPTCHA is, right?
Yeah. It's a thing that keeps robots out of your inbox.
Uh-huh. And that would be good. And make it a required field. So let's add one, huh?
I've already tried this for my own. It won't let you do it.
Did you?
Unless you host this on Business Catalyst.
Unless you post it on Business Catalyst or somewhere else. Yes, you're right. But that's all it takes. And now watch. I click on this one. Require. So if they don't do that, it doesn't work. Now, like you were saying, that will not work unless you publish it on Business Catalyst, which is going away, or on another server. All right, so that's how we do the forms. Are there any questions on the forms?
Nope.
All right, so now we close that one down. We've now got everything working, right? Let's go back and we're going to grab a couple of those. Let's go play with some more of the widgets. All right, let's see some of the options here because now we want to play. Tablet nav. Let's take a look at that one. Live preview. What that one does. Gives us our navs. But that's for a tablet-sized page. Oh, what can we do with graphics? Color filter, preview, mock-up for the iPads, mock-ups, a lot of mock-ups, desktop preview, ribbons. Let's take a look at what the ribbons do. Live preview. That's what they do. Basically, you're downloading a ribbon to go on your page. Where can you build that yourself?
Sorry, what?
All this does is download a ribbon for your page. Where can you build that yourself?
Illustrator.
Or Photoshop. Okay, now let's go back and we're going to add some things here. All right, so we're going to take this, move it up to here. Underneath it, widget library, there we go. Social media. I can add a Facebook like, so they actually like or recommend my page. There's the dark version. That's not going to work, is it? We want the lighter version. And it's still hard to read. So what we would do is now we'll change the text color. How do we change the text color?
Is it not in that little menu there?
Okay, we do the drop down.
Guess not.
Okay, so like, the white, the page, show faces. So let's go ahead and file, preview in site browser, contact. Well, let's go to the about or the gallery. There we go. See, it brought up the pages here. Go to the page. This is your tutor. Notice it has some pictures down here. Okay, so let's go back and take a look again. Show faces. Those are the faces on the page. All right, so now Facebook like, let's go to Facebook Adobe Muse, to a current page. Well, there isn't one there, is there? So I'd have to put my page in here.
Right.
Loki Designs. Okay, and there we go. And actually, this is Loki's fire performance page, so I'd be putting that one in there instead. So, Loki's fire performance. There we go. So now, once we go, I'll take that, copy it, and that's going to be right here. And I'm going to take out the HTTPS because that means they can get there, look at it without signing in. Show faces. Now we're going to save, file, preview site, gallery. Okay, why isn't it there? Oh, there it goes. This is everybody that likes that page. Click on it and we go to it. But that took us to that one. It did not take us to the fire performance. Let's try that again. Okay, so now we're going to take that sites and see if we can keep it. All right, so let's highlight just that. Come on. There we go, Command C. Let's try this one more time. And that's what I have there. But it'll take you back, then there's an error right there because it takes you back to the owner's page. So let's save it. And run it again. And you'll see it did the same thing. It takes you right back to the owner's page. See? But now I'm going to click here instead. Do you want to like this page? Like. See, it's not very self-explanatory. Here, let me pick up that one. That's my wife's page. So you could go to the people's page. That's what that pictures is, okay?
Okay.
Is that what we want to do? Probably not. So we'd take those off. Now show send. Let's take a look at that. You can share it with people. And we're going to place it right there. All right, so now we have that one up there. What else do we have? Facebook follow, Facebook comments. So now we can add comments to it. Now you can add a comment to the page. Google Maps, Pinterest, PayPal, Twitter, Vimeo, YouTube. They're all here. Now, when we put up the YouTube, let's take a look what those options have. All right, we're going to move it actually over. Video ID. So in other words, that takes you right to the video that there is there. So let's bring this up. YouTube's. My channel. And we're going to take this one. All right, now we go to share. Take this link, copy the link. Okay, now we can shut that one down. Go back here. And that's the link that we put here. Notice it's wanting video ID. So if I did that whole thing, I just have to take that out. Show the info. All right, and now we will save it. I put that on the master, so file, save site. And let's go to the gallery. There we go. And there we go. And it plays it right there. That's how easy it is to put a YouTube video in there.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to week 2.
And the sound and the progress and everything. And to share it. And you click there, you actually go to it on the site. So now I want to add the comment. And I can also post it to my Facebook so people see it. Share it. So I share it with my friends. Post to Facebook, see? So if I wanted to share it, I probably wouldn't need the second part, would I? Because that would also go just above it. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends the way you want to do this. Why that says somebody else? It shouldn't. So there's a little flaw there. It keeps adding something at the end. Let's go ahead and try something here. Oh, that little something. Well, let's try to change that color. All right, let's see now. Watch, we'll be able to see everything now. And this is where we don't really have control of this. So we'll save the site. Now, if you guys find one that does work, that's fine. You can do that if you want. You can make it responsive. Now watch what that actually says. So the last person to have liked it and 215 others like this. Do you want to have that info there? Probably not for this type of effect. right?
Right. That's too deep.
Yep. So we'll take the send off. Well, now it's just like, but it still doesn't take this off. And you can't get in there to even alter the text. See? It's not even letting me get in to alter the text. Replace it. That's to change the graphics. Footer item for it. Well, that's one other place we could put this. Something like this would probably be better down here. But again, I have all this that I want to get rid of. Layout. There we go. We got rid of it. Button. The box. See, it tells how many people like it. Now, that could be useful. It actually could. Can you tell me why? Jesse?
What was that?
Let's go back to the box count. How could that be useful?
Well, it's compact for one.
Okay, but having the count on it, how could that be useful?
Shows how popular that you are on Facebook at a glance.
Does. Now we would do this and go to the black. Okay. So we could use that way, but if we go to just button count, its likes are right there. There's no way to do just the button. Now I could recommend it. And it's recommended by 216 people. So see the difference there?
Mm-hmm.
And how that can be used.
Yep.
Let's see. We show the faces and it brings back to how many people like it, right? Who likes it? And we're putting their info out there. They probably don't want that. All right, so let's go to dark. All right, recommend or like. Okay. But we cannot get rid of, because the standard puts it all up there. So would this be a case to look for another social media outlet? Probably.
I didn't find any matching places.
Not you, Siri. And we've now got Alexa in our house too, because our 6-year-old won an Alexa.
Those are so cool.
It is, but I have nothing to hook it into yet. I tried hooking it into their phones, but it doesn't want to hook into both. All right, so, social network widgets. Free social media icons, social media, so Adobe Muse. The like button, Facebook photo albums. It's tied into your Facebook. YouTube gallery, social sprites. Preview. You would actually get the sprites for each one. And look at that.
Nice.
Again, this page, you have to sign up for a membership.
Yeah.
So let's look for one. Okay, 0. Oh, look, full height elements. So it works and makes everything work within that height. The menu bundle, again, costs. But let's take a look at this one. You know what? I'm not seeing a sample in here. You probably have to sign up to see it. So that's something else to be aware of when you're out there looking, right? Simply add this one, creativemuse.co. Mm, 20. Okay, so theoretically this should work, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so add to cart. And this is going to be an issue. Watch this. Guess what? Their site is having a hard time. And I have to give my email to get it again. So there's another site that, you could probably do it for free, but you'd have to give them more info than I want to give.
Right.
Another one that doesn't want to download. There we go. Let's try to download that one, see what it does. Okay. Oh, look at all the stuff you have to give them here now. Because I'm betting they will send it to you again. All right, so we're seeing all the different options that we can actually do. And there's more. The more you think about it, the more you go out and play, right? Social media icons, Adobe Muse icon vectors. We don't want that because that's actually icons for the program. So anyway, I was showing you guys how to actually search for them because that was a question that came up this week. How do we find our third-party add-ons? That's it right there. All right, so you guys have seen us play with that one. I played with that one. Now we're back to here, our regular site. So the assets are any of the ones here that you download, okay? So we're going to get rid of that. I want to keep that. That's the picture. But I don't need it because it's already there. So anything with the arrow is to upload with it. Cactus. Well, that's because we go to here, the cactus is there. And you change it for each one, okay? Like we were demonstrating the other night. All right, so before I continue, do you have any questions on something you need to know for this week?
Nope.
All right, so let me go back. And I closed this out of it, so oh no, I didn't. All right, so now that we've designed the homepage, we need to add animation and interactivity. So I've demonstrated how to add the graphics, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this assessment, you'll select a slideshow, slide bar, and a third-party plugin to add to your homepage. Complete the following this week. Select the slideshow slider and place it on your homepage. You know what? Let's find one that we like. Uh-oh. Slideshow. And there's a couple of them here. Tiled. All right, let's go ahead and grab that one. Oh, we have to view the demo. And I think we have to sign in to get it. See how it changes photos?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yep.
Demo 2. Demo 3. Probably the opposite. Nope, down. So there's even some out there. Let's download it. See if I can download it for free. And I did. So we're going to actually put that one in there. Okay, so that is now in there. We're going to bring up the gallery. Tiled slideshow, drop it in. Stop. Okay, now go to here. Add file. Let's close that. Come on. Give me my control. All right. Now we click. Add file. And we're going to go back to images. We're going to grab fire eating. Fire breathing. Fire breathing. And steampunk. Notice, with this, you can only add 4. And I get to choose the effect. And now we're going to run it. File, save site. File, preview site in browser. Let's take a look at our gallery. And there we go. I like that one. And you can also choose there. So that now okay, so select a slideshow. I just did. Design it. Piece of cake with that one. Determine the slide bar options. Well, this one, the slide bar options are pretty much set. And that was a little large. So we're going to just do this. Set it right there, maybe a little bit larger. All right, now we're going to save this again. Command S. Take a look at that again, because that was a little large. So there we go. That works perfect for this size. Because notice, it's not responsive. So if you were to use something like this, you'd have to watch that, okay?
Okay.
Make sure that you get what you want. And if you go larger, see, now I'm past that. So I've gone outside of it. There we go. Perfect. But it's still a little larger. So you'd have to make sure all your graphics fit into that, okay?
Right.
And that's something I didn't do. But anyway, all right, so we did that. Name your Muse file. Okay, so I'm going to name it this. So file, save as, save site as, come down here, new folder. I'm going to call this one week 2. All right. All right, there's my assessment. Zip and submit the Muse document for grading. Okay, so now these options we can close now. All right, now week 2, now you're going to zip it. Why do we zip it? Because it's easier. And submit that file right there for your assessment. All right?
Okay.
That's the assessment. All right, now let's go to the assignment. The assignment. In Photoshop or Illustrator, design the interface. Choose the color theme, keep it, okay? Export your design as a PDF. Name your PDF this. That's week 1. In fact, you know what? I think I just showed you last week's assessment. Yes, I did. Which is fine because some people didn't do that. All right, so the assessment for this week. Add the breakpoints. Note, we don't have to do that here because these are having a hard time doing it. Okay, so add the breakpoints. Here's the mobile library menu file. Okay, so that we noticed didn't work. So we're going to, let's go add the breakpoint and watch what happens. Muse. All right, so file. Okay, we click on here, footer, attributes. Notice none of it's here. All right, responsive width and height. That will help a lot. Okay, now if I right click there, it doesn't happen. Now, do you remember where I showed you the breakpoints were? because we did go over those a little earlier.
That's in the design thing, isn't it?
What design thing? Over here?
No. God, I'm not seeing it. That's in my, like my normal view. I'm not seeing it on yours. Like on mine, it's in with the rulers at the top.
Up here?
No, you see where your ruler is.
Right.
That's where my breakpoint settings are.
Ah, well, mine's not there. The plan, the preview,
It's not in preview.
the
It's in design.
publish. Okay, so it's not in there either. Also, by the way, look, this is an error, but that warning is basically saying if you're not uploading this to a website, it's not going to work on your computer.
Right.
All right, so it's none of those. Now, which one are you in up here? Take a look up here.
Yeah. It's
You're in
in
design
mode.
Okay. Show breakpoints.
There it is.
See, that's what you have to do. Remember, right click, hide breakpoints or show breakpoints. Now, how do you add a breakpoint?
You click on the ruler where you want it to go.
Okay, so let's say I want one here. That just gives a line, the guide. But we click here, and that adds the breakpoint. Okay, so let's take a look. We want 768 and 360. All right, so this one needs to be 360. Okay, that's the minimum, right? Whoa.
Right.
Now we need to add another one. So right here, add breakpoint. That one's 768. So really, that's going to go right here. Breakpoint, 768. Notice how we now have that, but it goes all the way back to here. Because, well, I added it there. So let's take that breakpoint out. Let's go to right here. Double click. Breakpoint width, 768. Minimum. Well, this one's, okay, let's go back to here. Add a breakpoint width of 768. Adjust the menu, images, text, footer to fit that interface. Add a breakpoint width of 360 for the mobile viewing. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take that one. What this does is this shows me how to break things down. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I'm going to take this one and breakpoint properties. Well, the width and the minimum width, all right? The minimum width is 320. Minimum height, 850. Breakpoint width, 1200. Well, watch what happens when I put 320 there. Now the whole thing's 320. Okay? So if I click into here, that's everything that's going to work in there. So now I need to go from, we're going to take that down. See, 200 to 1200. So the minimum width should be 360. And notice it's keeping it centered. Okay? That's why when we go to here, the next one is 768. 768. Oh, Why did it just adjust that one?
It probably has it set to adjust everything by default.
Nope, watch. Okay, so here, 360, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now, right click, add a breakpoint. We need to add another one, which is going to be 768.
Okay.
768. Now we need to go to this one. See, now I have 3 breakpoints.
Mm-hmm.
And see how it stays within that frame size. All right, so we're here. Breakpoint 768, minimum 360. Well, for this one, the breakpoint width 360, cancel. Okay, and now the 360. Come on, put me on the 360. I want to delete that breakpoint. No, I want that one back. Come on. It's not wanting to delete it. All right, so within this 360, all right, we are going to shut this one down temporarily and then reopen it without saving. Don't save. All right, so let's try this again. File. Now we're going to just open it. All right, now bring this back up. Remember, right click, show breakpoints. Right now there's one at 320, which should be 360, right?
Mm-hmm.
360, but the breakpoint width, look at that width. The breakpoint width should be at 360. Minimum width is as wide as small as it's going to go. So the breakpoint is going to be at 768.
Right.
Oh, 768. All right, so that one's in there. 360. We click on the 360. Notice 360, minimum width 360, 768. Okay. So now we're going to add another one. Because if I click here, let's take that out. Now I click there. See, it just goes to right there. Go into it. Go into it. The double click's not working. Breakpoint properties, 1200. All right, so we're going to add one. So we're going to add a breakpoint. Breakpoint is at the breakpoint width is going to be 768. 768. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, and 3, right? So if I click on this one, delete it, that deletes that other one. Come on, I want to adjust this one. There we go. Now it's letting me. So this one's going to go down to 360. There we go. Now it's letting me. Just took a couple minutes playing with it for it to do what I needed. All right, so now we'll click on that. Minimum width is 360. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, so now I click here. Cancel. Come on, I click drag down. All right, so this now is at the 360 inside of it. So this is where, come on, we would add that other toolbar. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Put that right there. There we go. Now it's doing it. Really? Why'd you jump back out? Breakpoint is 360. There we go. Breakpoint 360. Now we're going to add the other breakpoint. If it doesn't want to work the way you want it's supposed to, then we'll just do the other route. So 768. There we go. Now we have all three sizes. So I'll click here. All right, now is where this other one, we'll delete that. Did I delete them all? Yes. So let's bring one of them back in. Let's do this one. All right, so now I have this. Now I'm going to drop it right there. The pages, the menu settings, home, gallery, okay, let's see, about, and contact. Now these may be wrong. I may have to go back and redo them, but you're seeing how to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now that is going to go right here. So let's go to this one. Notice it deleted it out of all of them. And that it's not supposed to do. Okay, now we're going to okay. Go back to fixed width, see if that helps it. No, it's deleting it out of it. Yeah. See, it's supposed to be working. All right, let's try one other option. And now you're seeing why I said don't worry about it.
Yep.
Because it's actually not working. Is that what I wanted? Take a look. Yeah, let's try that one. All right, so I put the menu right here and make it the same size. There we go. Notice it's still wider.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look. Can close all, overlap items, edit together. Okay, so we're going to overlap them. That one. Drop this one down. There we go. Just take some playing with it to get it to the right size. And we don't want this to say mobile menu. We just want it to say menu. Which that's not going to let us adjust it. All right, so now we go back to here. And see, it's going to do the same thing for this one and then that one. So it's not giving us that option. So if you guys want to do that, now you have it in there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's shrink that to here. Even here. Take a look. Whoops. And see how it's now working for this one?
Yeah.
This is weird. All right, now let's run it. So now you know how to add that in there. So we got it to work. I don't know why it took it so long. It wasn't working earlier. Took it 3 times to import it for it to work right. So like I said, if you guys don't want to do that, that's fine. But now, watch as I shrink this down. Come on. It adjusts that, but it doesn't adjust this. Okay, so we'd have to make that one, close that, bring the gallery back up. You actually have to shrink it. Or come back here. See, it does not give you the option to adjust it. So you would have to shrink it depending on the page. But what did we figure out when we do that? It shrinks it on all the pages, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, we go back to here. And it's still that size. So that's something, it's not, if you're going to use that one, it's not going to work. Okay, so you'd have to get them all to work together, and that's where the toughness comes in, getting a third party. All right, so let's go back here. All right, so you saw that I did it. You saw it does not work. So again, you do not have to do it. But the images do have to have the SEO. You don't have to do part 1. Ignore part 1. SEO, yes, because I showed you how to do that at the beginning of this class. And you're going to submit the, upload the website to a web server. Now, some people may have a server. Some people may not. Just submit it, the Muse file to me. Zip it and submit it to me. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see, that was the assessment. Come on, assignment. The assignment's the actual form. You saw how to do the form.
Yep.
Okay, so like I said, you do not have to make it work or publish it to a site. Just zip it and send it to me. I'm not going to be taking points off for you not publishing it. All right, are there questions?
No questions here.
Okay. Like I said, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times to import these to get them to work. You notice all the third-party ones we downloaded worked right away. Well, not all of them. A couple didn't work. They did not import. But the ones that did import worked. The ones that the school gave us, it worked mediocre. That's this one. Right? I did not take points off for that last week for not being in there. But
Okay.
this week, make sure you put that in there. But again, you're going to now see the issue with the site. So I'll let you guys play with that, see what you come up with, okay?
Okay.
That being said, this is going to end class for the week, and you guys have till Monday to turn everything in due to a holiday and due to a late class tonight. I'm giving you guys till Monday. So I'm not going to be counting late. And then I'll grade Sunday, and don't worry if it's not in. You'll just get regraded from the 0 when you turn it in and not count it late. So have a nice evening. Thank you for coming to class. I apologize again for the other issue. Hopefully our internet's back up soon. Anyway, you guys have a nice week, and I look forward to seeing your projects. Good night.
Okay. Good night.